I feel like I'm capable of beating anybody that the team puts in front of me. You know, money's very important, but legacy is also important as well. I feel like I can't retire without fighting Inoue, so I need to get that fight before I do retire, and of course beat him and make the money and enjoy.
If we don't do it soon, we're probably going to miss the boat. I mean, when we talked about the Inoue fight a year ago, Bam was at 115 pounds. He'd just come up from 112. It looked like a bridge too far, a step too far. Being at 118 and being one division away makes it much more realistic. But that was his first. I know there's weight classes for a reason, but I don't think the step is too far for him at 122. But I do think it's a disadvantage for him against Naoya Inoue. I mean, it can only be when you're fighting a much bigger guy. And that's what he is. But Robert and Bam are going to have to weigh up.
He is in the upper echelon of all-time greats. And who's to say he's not still in his physical prime? And yet when I look at Bam, I see a guy, he might be able to do it. He's a little sharper boxer. Maybe he doesn't have quite the power. Maybe not even as explosive as Inoue. But I think he might have the sharp.
Anything besides the long limb thing that we talked about earlier, Max. At one time, I wasn't sure if I could see him beating the monster, but now I do. And this fight right here, what he's going to do to Vargas, in my opinion, this won't be the measure of that, because I just don't see him having no problems with Vargas at all.
Wait, you got to go up another weight class to fight Inoue, and Inoue has been a consistent puncher. Even though at this weight class, Inoue has not been the puncher, he's been the lower weight classes. Bam is also a naturally smaller guy, so the power of Inoue, you would figure, would be something that Bam would feel if Inoue lands those big shots.
It's probably 50% of his capabilities is what you're seeing right now. And at 26 years of age, that is a frightening prospect. And that's why, when we talk about the Inoue, that's the game.
What unfolded in Arizona has sparked major debate across the boxing world, leaving fans wondering what comes next for one of the sport's most exciting champions. Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez delivered another statement performance, but the fight also revealed moments that analysts and fans are still discussing long after the final bell.
How do you think Bam will look moving up? I got to tell you, Mike, Bam, to me, is the real deal, a complete fighter. I'm a sucker for southpaws, but especially southpaws with speed and technique and punching power and the attitude that he wants to apply all those gifts and acquired skills to hurt the other guy. I think Bam is going to look great, as he always does. Cop, what are you thinking?
Yeah, Max. I mean, Bam is obviously an incredible fighter. It's hard to find any one single flaw with his game, right? He has the balance, he has the jab, he has the punching power, the speed. And you have to remember, too, it's crazy to think, but he was a guy that nobody wanted to sign. He was fighting him on Top Rank undercards and PBC undercards. So he also has that chip on his shoulder, too. And I think it shows in every fight because he had the killer instincts. I think the only intrigue here is, does Bam carry that power to 118 in his debut? And I expect he will, and create more hype toward a hopeful showdown.
The atmosphere inside the Desert Diamond Arena was electric as 26-year-old Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez stepped into the ring to challenge Antonio Vargas. Moving up to the 118-pound bantamweight division represented a significant test, but Rodriguez entered the bout with confidence and determination. As the fight progressed, Bam began making key adjustments, finding his rhythm and creating openings with his movement and timing. By the fifth round, the momentum had clearly shifted. Rodriguez found a sharp angle and landed a perfectly timed left hook that sent Vargas to the canvas. Although Vargas showed tremendous heart by beating the count, Bam continued to apply pressure. Early in the sixth round, he connected with a precise combination that prompted the referee to stop the contest, securing a memorable victory and adding another world title to his growing resume.